We are going to show you how to cut jeans into denim shorts so you can resell them for more money on Poshmark. My name is Karen.
I'm Jay.
We're with the Thrifty Flamingo. We talk a lot about Poshmark and reselling in general. If you're interested in this content, we would really appreciate if you subscribe to our channel. If you're returning, welcome back. This is a highly requested video. I am going to give you a tutorial on how to cut jeans into shorts. So let's get to it. So we're going to cut up two different pairs of jeans. We are going to cut up a pair of Levi's. You're going to want to look for a specific type of Levi's. The 550s that say relaxed fit tapered leg, this is the look you're going for, where it is a very high rise, over 10 inches, smaller in the waist area, a little bit bigger in the hips, and then it tapers down. So when these get cut to short, they're up here with some French. Now, you can also do 501s. You want to stay away from jeans that have any kind of spandex or stretch to them. You want an actual denim. If they have like 1% spandex, it could still work fine, but if it has too much spandex in it, you won't get that fraying effect that, we kind of want. So we're gonna do these. We're also gonna do a non-Levi's jeans. So these are a kind of cruddy brand, Arizona. I think that is a JCPenney, but if you look at the jeans, they have the exact same form to it, skinny waist, more hips here, very high rise. I'm gonna turn a maybe $10 pair of jeans into at least a $25 to $35 pair of shorts. So let's talk about what you need. So what you're gonna need for this is you're gonna need a measuring tape. It could be a ruler as well. You're gonna need preferably 2 pairs of scissors. A really sharp pair. This pair is meant to actually go through denim and or 5+ layers with one little. It's also wise to have a duller pair of scissors for the fraying. Tweezers or anything very similar to tweezers, and something to mark the jeans with. It's preferable to get chalk because that wipes right off. They also make chalk for fabric for seamstresses. I'm all out of chalk. I'm using a Sharpie. Yeah, it's permanent, but whatever, we're cutting it off. So you need these things in order to cut your jeans. All right, so you're gonna lay your jeans out flat as they will go. Now you want to first mark the inside, how much of an inseam you want. I prefer to do about 2 inches inseam, which is about here, but you wanna measure a little longer, more towards 3 inches. Remember, you can always cut off more if they're a little too long. You cannot add it once it's been cut. So cut longer and then adjust from there, especially if this is your first time. So I'm gonna do 3 inches, so when I start fraying it, it will fray up to 2 inches. And then you take your stuck marker and you make a little mark that you can see on both sides. And then you're just gonna make sure that they pretty much line up. So yep, they line up. Now, you don't want it to go directly across. You don't want that to happen. You want it to kind of go up at an angle. So this is where you would flip it over. Now, to have a more cheeky, to have it be like higher up more towards the bum, you would have it go maybe an inch lower than the pocket. And I don't want it to be that severe. You don't want it to go up here, but that's possible as well. So what I prefer to do is to do 2 inches below the outer edge of the pocket, about here, flip it and mark it. I should just keep this open. Oh, now I lost it. But I will edit that. Flip it and mark it. Do the same thing on this side. 2 inches down from the bottom pocket. Flip it and mark it. Now you have your cut marks. If if you're still new to this, you could do a tiny bit longer than my actual marks because you're new. That's okay. So now as you see, if I connect the lines and I connect the dots, you have that slight angle going up. And then you cut across dot to dot with your sharp scissors. You should, if you plan on doing this a lot, you should definitely purchase sharp scissors just for denim. See, it is so nice. If you use dull scissors, it's gonna be a lot more choppier and harder to do. Now you're at the dot. It's always harder to go through. There. Lovely paint leg, we don't need you no more. Now I'm gonna do the exact same thing. Eyeball, eyeball, and down. Careful of your fingers, these have made me bleed. Now, if they are men's pants that you're cutting, beware that the pocket is longer in men's. These are not men's, these are women's. If they are men's and you're getting a little short, don't forget to pull your pocket out so you don't accidentally have a hole in your pocket. So this is what we have right now. It's looking pretty good, but not what we need. Now, if anything came out a little uneven, you can definitely say, oh, it's a little uneven, like neaten it up some. So now you're gonna take your dull scissors, still have to be careful with dull scissors, open them, and just kind of rub and rub and rub. And you'll start seeing all these little tiny frays. And you do that over and over and over. All right, so we'll get back to this because they're probably thinking that's not that great. The washing machine is going to take care of the rest, and we're going to get back to that. So with the Arizona jeans, I'm also going to make some holes to liven them up a bit, and because they're Arizona jeans. So you need to actually think out where these holes are going. I pulled the pocket out because I'm going to have a few holes here, like laddered holes, that like the pocket kind of peeks out of. Make a tiny little snip in it. You kind of fold it, make a little slit. Remember, if your pockets aren't pulled out, we're in trouble. Then you do the same thing that you did with the bottom. Careful though, because these are like looser and they're already cut. So you don't want to like accidentally go through them. You just do a little bit of this. Don't be too rough. Be careful of your hands. Okay, so now we're going to get out the tweezers. Then I flip it inside out. And you see how this is kind of all connected? This is good. We want that. We don't want just like a big hole. So now you're going to take your tweezers. You're going to start pulling out the horizontal ones, the ones that go across, but not cutting them. If one or two breaks, that's okay. Yes, it's tedious. That's okay. Do this with some Netflix on in the background. You can even use your hand once a little bit's going. That you see, that's why I only did so much between the two. Now warning, this is what's gonna happen. This is your byproduct. All of the vertical pieces are gonna start coming out. So if you are on the couch just pulling at some jeans while you're watching some Netflix or some of your DVR TV shows, make sure to like lay a towel down or something, or have your vacuum handy dandy. On the middle ones will definitely come out, but on the end, this is okay too. That adds to the distressing. Whatever you don't pull out will come out in the washing machine. And you have that effect on that spot. And then you could do that wherever you want. I would definitely stay away from like the zipper. Think more like the hips, where it would fall on the body. And I would stay away from like the butt area, but you could definitely do some on the pockets or wherever you want to distress. And then you would do a little bit to the same thing on the bottom of the denim. Remember how I said I'll get back to that? You also pick out a couple of rows on the bottom to help when you run it through the wash, help it have a lot more fringe. Now these ones you don't want to stick together. These ones you want them to break, because that's your fringe. And you get all like longer pieces. The more rows that you take out, the more fringe of that, like the vertical ones, you're going to have showing once you run them through the wash. All right, so now I'm gonna do the other pair, the Levi's. Levi's, I'm not gonna make holes all over the place. I'm just gonna distress it, kind of repeat process to have it sink in. Levi's, we're gonna do the exact same thing. It's pretty much gonna be the same demonstration. I'm not making as many holes. I'm just gonna do a tiny bit of distressing. But before I do that, I'm gonna show you how to, if you're not cutting shorts in the fall, people really like a stepped hem. So you can also use the same thing for the hem. You would cut the actual bottom off. Now a stepped hem is kind of like smaller in the front. So you'd cut the sides. It doesn't have to be like perfect, because that's the point of distressing. So that's a stepped hem. And then you would do the exact same thing that we showed you with the shorts. And you would just go at it and pull, run through the wash, etc., etc. But that's for the fall. To summer. Same thing. First measure the inseam. I'm going to go to 3 and I'm going to go to 2.5 inches. I'm going to make these a little bit higher than the last ones. So I'm going to go, I'm going to hold it right in the middle of that. I'm going to mark it 2.5. 2.5. I'm still going to do the same 2 inches from the back pocket though. So they're not going to be at, maybe not, since I went a little shorter with the inseam, huh? So I'll do 1.5 inches. 1 1/2. Make sure you can see it from the other side. Boom. Short shirts. Then you just make sure that they're even and they're looking good on both sides. Definitely. Make sure your fronts are good. Hey, that was pretty. See what a difference the scissors make? All right, and then you distress as you want. You do the exact same thing. I'm not going to repeat process. See, it makes a lot of mess. So be prepared to have a messy area. I also really suggest that you guys practice before, cutting a pair of jeans, that you know, our primo jeans for this. Instead of like saying, oh my goodness, I found the perfect pair of 550s. You know, maybe if you find a pair at a thrift store for like $1 or $2, practice. Have one or two dummy pairs that you kind of like fix, you know, like work on your technique. So then when you find the 550s or any, maybe even the 501s, you know what you're doing. And then all you do is you put it in the washing machine. If your washing machine has like a extra dirty, like a more abrasive wash, run it through like the heaviest wash you can so it's moving around and fraying more. I'm going to show you the finished product when I'm done running them through the wash. Practice makes perfect. So, finished product. These ones, like, you can, you know, the more you wash them, the more fray they will get. Back, did a little bit on that pocket, didn't do so much on the Levi's. So you kind of get what you put into it. These ones took a little bit longer. Yeah, the washing machine will do this. Just, even if you start it with your own laundry, the more abrasive it gets in the washing machine, the more fringy it'll get.
We started out with these shorts, these jeans being $5 a piece. We could probably get the Levi's to sell for about $20, $25 on their own, but now with the cutoff shorts, they're going to sell for around $45 to $50. So it's a huge price increase.
Yeah, these ones probably not so much because they're Arizona, but I did put more work into them to make them more frayed. So I'm going to try for like $35 with these ones.
But Arizona's alone won't sell at all.
No.
So.
But these are the shorts you are going to practice on making. I really hope this is what you guys have wanted and requested. I hope you have enjoyed the content. If you have, definitely give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already, we would really appreciate if you subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Other than that, take care.
Have a good one.